Hello class 12, in this video I will be teaching you the proposal part 5. Previously I have in the last 4 parts, part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4, I had already dealt with the topic, and also we have come across few lines and few segments of the play. Now I will give you a brief recapitulation and I will get into the next part. Firstly, we come to know that this man, that is Lomov, there are 3 characters, Lomov, Natalia and Chivukov. Lomov comes in a suited, in a good suit, and with that he comes to his neighbor's house, and his neighbor Chivukov, he is very astonished and he feels it very strange that why is this man in such a lovely dress. So he asks him, and later he comes to know that Lomov had come there in order to ask for his daughter's hand. Thinking this, and when he said this, Chivukov became very happy. Now this play, it is a kind of a satire where we come to a society where a girl is like a burden for a father, and the father feels great, to deliver it to somebody else, considering the girl to be like a commodity or goods. Now obviously after this Natalia comes, and this man Lomov, he is a very shaky kind of a person, and he is very nervous. He is unable to speak the reason what for he had come, and both of them speak to each other, and they come across a topic of oxen meadows. In that topic they just come up with the topic. It's not that they had pre-planned or decided. While talking, they had come up with that topic, oxen meadows, and both of them claim that the land belongs to them. And after this, there's a quarrel that belong, and obviously Chivukov, father of Natalia, will be supporting his daughter, and he supports. And both of the parties, Chivukov and Natalia, if I consider party A, then party B, that is our Lomov, both of them quarrel with each other, and they kind of end up abusing each other. After this, Lomov goes to the doorstep and goes out of the house, and that you can find in page number 28 of the old book, that Chivukov, he follows him and he says, "Do not come into my house again." Okay? And Natalia says, "I'll take it to the court if I will see you." I come to part 5, that is old book, page number 129, and the line starts with Lomov staggers out. He leaves, and Chivukov, "Devil take him," walks about in excitement. Means devil should take this person. He's like this. He talks to his senior like this. Natalia Stefanova, "What a rascal! What trust can one have in one's neighbor after that?" We can come across various words which are kind of, abusive language. It's a abusive language, rascal and all that. Stupid is then also much, it's a synonym of foolish. So that is much better. But rascal, these are some abusive language. I hope you will not use it in anywhere, okay? So but here it's used. So what a rascal, it's abusive language. And if neighbors are like that, what can we expect? Chivukov, the villain, the scarecrow. So again they keep on abusing Lomov, although he had gone out. Natalia, the monster. First he takes our land, and then he has the impudence to abuse us. First he takes our lands, and then impudence means he is having the guts even to abuse us. Chivukov. And that blind hen, yes, that turnip ghost, has confounded chick to make a proposal and so on. What a proposal. Okay, so he says, and that man, that turnip, that ghost that has come up with a proposal, that is what Chivukov is saying. Natalia, make sure, didn't know about the proposal. She kept on quarreling without knowing that what's the reason for Lomov to come in. Natalia says, "What proposal?" Chivukov, "Why? He came here so as to propose you. He had come here to propose." Means he's abused that so many things happen and he didn't tell you that he had come to propose. Natalia, "To propose to me? Why didn't you tell me so before?" Means she's so very happy that that man has come to propose her, okay, and she's happy for the fact that the man had come to propose her, but she is like feeling, oh, what an opportunity that I have lost. The man who had actually come to propose me had now left me. What am I to do now? That man was supposed to marry me. So even she was very much interested in this proposal, you see. Chivukov. So he dresses up in the evening clothes, the stuffed sausage, the winsett faced Prump, and that is the reason he had dressed up in such a way. And then the stuffed sausage, all these are abusive languages that Chivukov uses against him, Natalia. To propose to me, falls into an easy chair and wails, bring him back, bring him back here. And then she falls and wails, means cries, as if she had lost out an opportunity. The man had come to marry her, and now she had, you know, quarreled with that man and threw him outside. So what a misfortune she had come across. Chivukov, bring whom here, means they both were quarreling, and Natalia also said, told Chivukov to throw him out. And now, like, she really wants Chivukov to go and bring Lomov. Means, what kind of a dual kind of attitude she's having. He's also stunned and, surprised. Natalia, quick, Emil, fetch him. Go and bring him. Chivukov. What's that? What's the matter with you? Clutches his head, what's that? What's the matter with you? Oh, unhappy man that I am. I'll shoot myself and I'll hang myself. What an unhappy man I am. First she tells me to go there and, bring him. And now she's telling me that, I cannot, you cannot go and bring him. So this dual kind of attitude, what am I supposed to do, Natalia? I am dying. Fetch him. I will die if you don't bring him, Chivukov. At once. Don't yell. You don't have to shout so much. I'm going and bringing him. Runs out. A pause. Natalia Stefanova wails. She keeps on, crying. Natalia, what have they done to me? Fetch him back. Fetch him. And then there's a pause, and then she's like, what have they done? That person, it's a jewel. He had come to propose me, and he's not able to propose. He's not able to say, we have thrown him out. I have missed all the opportunity. Now what is going to happen to me? I'm never going to get married. Means, you see, she is totally having dual kind of attitude. I hope you understand. Chivukov runs in. Then so Chivukov comes in. Chivukov, he's coming, and so on. They will take him. Oof. Talk to him yourself. I don't want to. And then ... means ... whenever it will be written, means the next person who is in the line is cutting him short, is not allowing him to speak, and then says, I will not speak anymore, so you please talk to him yourself. I'll not get into your matter. Natalia, fetch him. Please bring him. Chivukov yells, he is coming, I tell you. He means loudens his voice and says, he's coming. Oh, what a burden, Lord, to be the father of a grown-up daughter. What a burden it is to be a father of a grown-up daughter. I'll cut my throat, I will indeed. We cursed him, abused him, drove him away. And it's all you. And we cursed him, we threw him out, and we told him to get out, and now you wanted me to go to him and bring him. What a kind of shameful thing. What embarrassing situation you made me fall to. It was you who provoked me to throw him out, and now you only want me to bring him in. Natalia, no, it was you. I was not at fault. It was you. She is having this kind of a mentality, this kind of blaming attitude. She keeps on blaming. It's you. It's not you. In case of Lomov also, it was not. I am speaking the truth. You're speaking the false. Here also, he's doing the same thing. She's doing the same thing. She's like, it's you. It's only you. Chivukov, I tell you, it's not my fault. Lomov appears at the door. No, you talk to him yourself. Then he says, it's not my fault. Chivukov says. Lomov appears, and then he says, please talk to him yourself. And then he exists. So we'll just keep this portion till this much. In the next video, I will be teaching you the next portion. That is part 6. Thank you.